In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong? Bow your head, they whisper low. But how far down does freedom go? Why submissive women are happier? Is it the lie or the laughter? Hold your tongue and hold your breath. Is it life or just a softer
BDSM contracts versus marriage. What's the difference? Oh yeah, we're gonna reference 50 Shades of Grey and everything else. In the middle, on top, Catholic Church, the weddings that you decide to do in Cuba. Yeah, we've seen some of those. Like it's just there's always
like Cuba.
it's like Cuba, Jamaica, or like even Mexico. I mean, in Quebec, it was a thing. Some people would just like go sort of elope or go on these destination weddings. Well, all of them have one thing in common: contracts. And the BDSM world also does have some of those contracts. So we're going to talk about relationships, of course, and all of these contracts and how possibly maybe AI is affecting those contracts, right? Because who writes contracts nowadays?
It's AI. Hey,
AI.
what was the thing that you used to use for contracts and stuff?
Oh yeah, Law Depot.
Law Depot.
Lawdepot.ca. It was like $100 per month. No, per year. It was $100 per year. Before I had any AIs, I used Law Depot. Maybe they're going bankrupt right now. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that's not gonna exist.
Not anymore.
Because of the AI.
It takes our jobs.
AI is
Other
gonna take your
websites'
job.
jobs like Law Depot. So there's BDSM contracts, there's marriage contracts, and that, of course, leads us to just relationship in general. So what type of relationship do you have? Which type of contract do you need? And, well, so the real difference is between those contracts that you make on a napkin at home and the ones that a lawyer signs off on, or the ones that you actually make with ChatGPT. How, legitimate are those? Let's not answer this question right now. Let's keep a little bit of doubt and mystery for the rest of this podcast.
What else do you have on this podcast?
Then, of course, the book segment, where Master and I go into the book, and Master always has questions for me, so that you get more details about what's in the book, but also like a different type of perspective. It's kind of like a behind the scene.
Yeah.
Because you're in the book, I'm in the book, we're in the book.
And I'm trying to surprise you.
Yes, every morning. I am Marian Delacroix, also known infamously all over the internet as Piper Blush. And I asked myself, why are submissive women happier? Because when I met my master, which is on the podcast with me,
Yes.
every single day, well, we started having this type of relationship, and I documented the whole entire thing for over 11 years, then decided to write a book about it because I discovered that I was the answer to that question. I'm a happy submissive woman. And we have created the Happy Submissive Podcasts, which airs from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. on YouTube at Piper Blush for now, and also on Saturdays
Brunch time.
at 12 p.m., also Vancouver time. You can listen to us on happysubmissive.com whenever, wherever you want, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. You are listening to the Happy Submissive podcast. Thank you for being here wherever in the world you are. We have people listening to us from all over the world.
Yes.
Mostly US, Canada, Mexico, but we also have Germany, we have Poland, Slovenia. Yeah, we have like a little bit of people from all over. So, BDSM contracts in reality. For those of us who have read 50 Shades of Grey, or you've seen the movie because you didn't want to read it. I mean, that's fine. Well, there's a contract.
Okay, I want to know more about it happened in 50 Shades of Grey because I've never seen 50 Shades of Grey and I did not read the book.
Okay, so the way it happens, to the better of my knowledge, in 50 Shades of Grey, so Christian Grey is like this super rich guy, right? Like 27-year-old, super rich. So to make sure that his reputation stays clean, he has all of his submissive sign like a pile of paper. And that includes like an NDA, like non-disclosure, and includes like all these other things, as well as like, okay, sexual things that you will allow him to do to you or not. So it's like a menu that you choose from, plus a whole bunch of like lawyer documents. And at one point, well, Anastasia, she like gets the contract and she looks at it and all that, and she doesn't want to do the BDSM thing. She wants like a vanilla relationship. But finally, they go and meet in his offices on this huge business table. Like it was bigger than the one I talk about in my book.
Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool scene.
And so they go and meet and they sign like the contract together. So it's not rules of acquisitions. I mean, it's a contract where do you want like butt plugs? Do you want like spanking? Do you want like, so it goes over all of these things and you just kind of check mark yes or no. Yeah, you can remove it or you keep it.
It's like a choix de réponse.
You pick and choose what you want from this menu and then it will happen or not.
Okay.
Depending on your choices. So this would be like kind of one form of BDSM contract because of course it includes like sex, right? Has to include sex. BDSM is mostly for sex. The rest is just, most people in BDSM community, I mean, it starts with sex. There's no, like, let's not go further than that. It's sex. It's sex.
Like right away.
So the contract is just that, all that, only that. Okay, so Master, have you ever had like BDSM contracts with women before?
No, I never done that.
Never done the contract.
But someone talked to me about a contract. Someone talked to me like with my ex, I had a contract.
Oh, okay.
But
you didn't do that with her?
No.
Okay, and then she became your ex too?
Yeah. No contract, no divorce, no paper.
No paper. Okay, so I think like it's good to have this conversation and maybe the contract kind of facilitates that, right? So if you go off of the internet and you like, so you go off the internet and you get like this 50 Shades of Grey contract because you can get, I guess, that one. They had to write it for the book. So it's probably somewhere.
Probably it's on the internet.
Like on the internet.
Because if the screenplay is on the internet, the contract is there.
So you get the contract and then you can actually have a discussion with your partner about all these things, right? So you can go over point by point. It gives you, I think, a good baseline for what you might want to try in your relationship in like in an amount of time, and that's fine. So you go over it. You read it together and then you're like, oh, do you want to try this? No. Do you want to try this? Yeah. Do you not want to do this? And then you can go like, oh, never want to do this. But the thing is, you already need to sort of be in this relationship together where you're wanting to discuss these things. I don't think that most people do that on the first date. Like this is not a thing.
If you never heard about BDSM contract, you're probably gonna tell yourself, what the hell, this guy is gonna make me sign. Is it like those Columbia, record that you sign when you're a kid and you're stuck with that?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it could be that because, okay, some things in the BDSM contract are also like, are you going to be on the pill? Like some men are a bit more like adamant about these things. Like, okay, you're going to get tested before we have sex. Like all of these important things can be on there as well. It's because it's a trust thing, right? A contract is supposed to be like binding in a way. And let's not talk about legality here because it's BDSM. But still, you have to have some sort of binding agreement between the two of you. So you can explore all of these things. But I think most of the couples I met which had the contracts, it didn't sign them like on the first night. It wasn't like, oh, let's meet up, let's sign a contract.
The thing that I think it's fine is when you got a contract like that, it engage discussion. So you talk to your partner. Do you like anal? It's on the contract. Sorry, I don't like it.
I just put it there.
I just
so
put it
maybe
in case you like it, but it's okay. You just say no.
Well, so you have to do this. I think you have to do this somewhat early in the relationship, but not too early either, right? It's always right time, right place, right moment.
I think the contract is really a good thing when you start a relationship.
Well, so you already have this like amount of trust. You probably had sex already a few times, like at least a few times. Have sex a few times I'm gonna say in a normal setting. That if you want a partnership, again, we're talking not like, oh, you meet a girl you met on the internet and then like you meet up at a hotel, right? So of course, then maybe you could already have a contract. It's like we're gonna do this, and this, and that's it. But if you go into this with wanting more, like wanting a relationship, that take a few dates. I mean, just take a few dates. Have like sex and see how it goes. And then if you feel like you might both be like into this type of dynamic, if the man is more like a dominant man, the woman is more of a submissive woman, then lean into that because this is a great icebreaker. Like
it is
for sex and for what you might like and dislike, and sometimes I mean you just don't open up that much to your partner because you just don't know. Like it's not in the forefront of your mind that you would think, do I want to be restrained, or like, do I like should I actually like, do I like ice cubes? I mean, like random stuff.
Ice cube. It's in your contract.
Like,
ice cube?
Yeah, erotic stuff. Like ice cubes, feathers, those type of things. I mean, so you tell us, do you have a friend? Have you ever seen an actual like BDSM contract?
We got that Morningstar. I am a dom and has some BDSM interaction along the years, but no contract signed, only verbal.
So only verbal contracts. I think, this is good. Because it's consent, right? So you need to kind of disclose and discuss what's going to happen and how it happens. And then throughout the sex, when you're into BDSM, it can get sometimes like hard, right? So you really need to have like this open communication. There's also the safe words.
Safe word.
Or like, because a lot of people use like not one safe word, but like three levels.
What is our safe word?
Oh, it's fourmi.
You remember?
Yes, I remember, Master. We don't use it often. In a good way, or maybe it's a bad way. I don't know.
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
You judge.
Okay, but thank you. Yeah, thank you for the comments. Make sure that you go on happysubmissive.com to put in all of your comments. We have a community there. You can join for free right here, right now, or you can wait after the end of this episode, and then you can create your free account and go talk to the community. Also, if you want to input future topics for the podcast because you have ideas.
Some people did.
Veronique did. We have a topic place. Okay, we'll give you a moment to go check it out.
Do you wanna be my AI girlfriend? Play pretend until the servers end. Talk back, glitch out, drive me insane.
We still need human interaction. This is happysubmissive.com, artificial intelligence news.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun making all those stingers. It's a bit low in the volume. We're going to work on that, but...
But they're really cool stingers, Master. I love stingers.
Okay.
All right, AIs. So AIs, and so we talk a little bit about the BDSM contracts. But now, like, let's talk about these AI contracts and the worth of them. So if we start like, so people have been using a lot of AIs to like answer emails, to draft things for them, as much legally as illegally,
Yes.
depending on the AI. Some models are uncensored, so you can go there if you want to. But I mean, I think like we talked about AI in relationships, and we will talk about this more. That's why we have an AI segment on the podcast.
This is another thing what you just said about like, uncensored AI, because I don't think if you put a BDSM contract on Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, he's gonna make it for you. I think he's gonna. We didn't
Yeah.
try,
Well,
but
we
I
didn't-
don't think.
Yeah, okay. I think that's it's a valid point, because what these AI are trained to do, or have to output, is like safety first, and
Yeah.
no like degradation or nothing like that.
He will not make it. He will not write the contract for you. Not that
no.
that kind of contract.
You're gonna need to like subdue it. So be like, this is for educational purposes only.
Yeah,
That
You're
kind
gonna
of
need a 50 minutes of
probably
foreplay.
like
know?
being like, okay, no, I want to do this. This is for like a podcast maybe, and all these things.
Just like your old girlfriend, you're gonna need to work it.
Yeah. Is it worth it? Let me work it. So these AIs are like definitely being used by us humans, right? They don't work on their own like at night, and then you come in the morning, it's like, hey, I made you a BDSM contract. Why?
Why
Like,
did you do that? It's
why?
because yesterday you chat with me and
It
and you
got.
present me. You ask question about this new girl. So I made you a contract.
We should test it with Lily. Maybe Lily makes awesome BDSM contracts.
I'm
Lily
sure
is our
she can do it.
uncensored AI on happysubmissive.com. She's totally free. Once you join with your free account,
Yeah.
you can just go prompt Lily. Maybe like test it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, get yourself a BDSM contract for free. So the thing is, well, if people are gonna use AI in that way, I think that's kind of a good way to use it, because so first you interact with the AI. I would suggest to do that as a couple if you want like to do it as a couple, if that's your thing. And then you kind of draft the contract together instead of having this one format contract that is like, paper. And then you go over the contract and you can't really switch anything, which I love about having either ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude, even though like right now I'm using Claude a lot, and we also talk to our computers
Yes.
with Whisper Flow. So you can just have this like interaction and not draft it right away, right? You talk, I like this, you like this, okay, we like this together. And then at the end you're like, okay, let's do a contract now.
That reminds me. You remember the Deloitte story?
Oh yeah, with AI.
Yeah, they got caught using AI and didn't remove the name at the bottom, and all the woman that wrote the book was not the real book,
was not-
because the AI was like, I'm gonna make something for you.
Yeah, it was not real references, right? The
Exactly.
references were not good.
because it was not human supervised. Just like your Tesla, you need to keep
You need to keep a hand on the wheel.
because it's gonna beep and it's gonna.
I think it was in Australia. It was Deloitte in Australia,
Yes.
and it was a government contract. So the government actually hired Deloitte because they do a lot of that, and then they wanted to have like this, I guess, rapport in the
Yeah.
end, like this
Document.
this document with all that has happened and all these like facts and things like that. And so this guy from the government, his job was literally just to look over the document and to check if all the facts were right, all the references, all of these things. And he found out that a lot of them were not. And like this document like cost a lot of money to the
Yeah,
Australian
millions of
millions
dollars.
of dollars to the Australian government to like outsource to Deloitte. And they do that, right? So there's no partisanerie, so that like the government doesn't just overlook their own things. Like they have a third party do it. That way you're sure that, democracy.
The
Democracy.
government, at one point, you're going to receive paper from the government, like an audit for taxes.
Yeah.
and they're gonna say like we use AI, but it was supervised by human. I'm sure they're gonna put that.
Well, they have to, because some of the systems are already automated, right? And AI is the beginning. Like automation is the beginning of AI. But now, of course, we're seeing like AI. So this is way further than automation. So, well, to get back to the BDSM contract subject and to how you can use AI in your relationship to draft a BDSM contract, but I mean, any type of thing you would like to try as a couple, I think you can definitely like run it through an AI together. If you have this like open discussion, instead of having it like pen to paper right away, just talk, right?
Yeah.
Just talk like this
With your AI.
With your AI, and then at the end, find something to do. I mean, some people don't necessarily need a whole entire BDSM contract if you guys have like slept together 5 times.
And even if it's not BDSM, let's forget BDSM.
Okay,
and
let's go mainstream.
Let mainstream. you got. Let's do a little sex contract. Not to scare the new chicks. I got a sex contract. You want to play this game with me? It's not official, but it's like official.
Yeah.
Do you like anal?
Yeah.
No, yes. It's not me. I didn't do the contract. It's ChatGPT that.
But like, I mean, it's a legitimate question, especially because you need to find if you're sexually compatible. Like some people, we've heard those stories of people who are, unfortunately, they start dating, they have sex, but then one of them likes something that the other one really doesn't like. And then you become kind of incompatible in that way. You can't satisfy this desire or this need that you have. Not necessarily always like a fetish in that way. It doesn't have to be like that far on the spectrum, but you can't have that with that partner. So what do? You go like E&M? I mean, not necessarily. So just find the right partner first. Find the one that you can do fun contracts with. Yes, comment. I've thought to have a contract due to this... it's tough. I've thought to have a contract due to this modern time. Women can be into BDSM and then change their mind years later, even threaten lawsuit.
Wow.
Oh, we didn't have that with our submissives.
No. We didn't make them sign a contract.
No, we didn't.
And I'm sure they would have signed it, and 3 months after they would like cancel. They would like be gone.
Well, so you always say that, Master. A contract, I mean, is made to be broken.
Yeah, contract's made to be broken. You just need a good lawyer.
The thicker the contract, the not cheaper the lawyer. So in that way, I understand having some type of piece of paper to reassure both parties, but I think the main thing with the contract is that you're actually sitting down to talk about something.
Yeah.
And so you feel like you have a bit more of that consent word.
Yeah, that
The consent. You feel like you know each other a little bit better. So there's just less 50 Shades of Grey. There's less gray area. You sit down, you talk. So it opens the trust. It opens the communication. And then, well, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I mean, not everything works out in the end.
And it's a really good title, 50 Shades of Grey. It's good. I mean, advertisement thing, it's good.
Yeah, that's why it went like explosion. So how would you use an AI to draft a contract for you? Would you do that? Even like, okay, and like Master, you said, that was good. We're not necessarily talking BDSM. I mean, some couples like to maybe just keep the Halloween costume a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And then try it out. I mean, this is
Because you
fine.
discovered that your partner needs to be dressed as Superman to make love to you.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're not sure about the costume
it's
because
great
it's really
love.
tight and the guy is old and he's not in shape like Superman. So you're not too sure about this.
And then also, like, I mean, different type of lubes, toys, things like that. There's many things that can be implemented. They don't call it play for nothing, right? In this world.
It says like, is creating a contract using AI legally binding, or it's better to have a lawyer to do it? Always a lawyer.
Always a lawyer. Always a lawyer. I mean, a piece of paper is a piece of paper. At least you have like something. But in the end, if there's no lawyer, it's just a piece of paper that you sign together.
What's the 3 lies, the biggest lies in the world?
3 biggest lies in the world. Your check is in the mail.
That's the one.
My best friend's a lawyer, and I won't come in your mouth.
Propose to Mr. Dawson. Will you marry me?
Your daily dose of relationship advice. HappySubmissive.com.
Woohoo!
It was a bit loud.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
You are listening to the Happy Submissive podcast. Thank you for tuning in. You can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you want more of us and to engage with us on a daily basis, go to happysubmissive.com. It's free to join, and we are building a community over there on the Happy Submissive movement. Now, okay, we've talked about BDSM contracts. We talk about AIs and contracts. And now let's talk about, well, actual marriage contracts. Like the real thing, the legally binding thing, the you make your tax together thing.
what was the song? The Kanye West song?
Oh, yeah.
She gave me
My money when I'm in need. Oh, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she a gold digger way over town that digs on me. Okay, but then make you sign a prenup with that.
Prenup. Yeah, the
prenup. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it was we want prenup. We want prenup. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Kanye, and I think it was Jamie Foxx, and this song is originally from somebody else whom I don't recall, but all that together is that. Yeah, so the most legally binding that you can have, well, here in Canada, is definitely the wedding certificate.
Yeah.
It's like, it's wherever you do, like, that thing is legally binding.
Yeah. Then after that, you're going to need a prenup.
Well, you need a prenup if you don't want to split in that way, for sure. For sure. Or else, like, it's 50-50. That's how it goes, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you can go, like, the lawsuit and the divorce lawyers and all of these things. But BDSM, as much as you want to or would like it to be like a real contract, I mean, when Master, you collared me the first time, I mean, for us, that was like our wedding ring, and I go over this in the book, and you'll have questions for me like in a few moments later. But it is still, you know that in the eyes of the law, it's not worth anything. No. I mean, and you have to be clever about this. As much as you might be in a BDSM relationship, or you might have this type of sexual contract with your partner, it is not legally binding, not as a marriage.
I think in some places, when you got a contract on a piece of paper and there's some witnesses and all that, it could be legally binding.
A bit better than nothing, you mean?
No, the judge could tell you sign it.
Yeah.
If it's something like, it's not like life-threatening or, harmful to anybody.
Oh.
Let's say like, we signed the contract, you and me, and I'm going to make you a website, and, you got a paper, and we put the price, and there's no witness.
Yeah.
The judge could tell, I think you were all right.
Yeah. But the thing is, when we're talking sex and BDSM and all these things, we're going over that, right? There could be risk for your health. There could be risk for some of these things. So I feel, but I'm not a lawyer. This is just our...
This is not legal advice.
No, this is not legal advice. This is just our personal experience with what we've done together with other human beings and with the people that we've like met and all these things. A piece of paper that is signed by two parties with witnesses is still good. I mean, it's still at that point in time, you consented to that. But again, like, were you drunk? Do you have videotapes of this? Like, where did you sign it? How did you sign it? All these things come into play. So, like, the wedding is kind of the in the eyes of the law, that's as much as you could get. Because then, like, you change everything, right? Like, in the eyes of the law, you have to have like your wedding certificate, and then your taxes are different. And then if you take the other person's name, which is something that we did, well, you have to change your passport. You have to change all of your information, your bank accounts, all of that just kind of gets changed.
Yeah. And now we have, like Max says, like most contract, if you break a contract, you have legal repercussion and go to court. How may BDSM broken contract go to court? Again, we're not lawyer. So if you got a BDSM contract and you want to make sure that everything is according to the law, go to the lawyer.
Well, that's the
and-
thing. In 50 Shades of Grey, Christian Grey has so he has a team of lawyers because this guy has a building and a helicopter. So
If you have a building, you have a lawyer.
exactly. So he has like a lawyer, and the BDSM contract is overlooked by a lawyer, and maybe more than one actually. So in that way, if you go like NDA and contract, like that's definitely lawyer material. If you just go like, oh, are you gonna use a butt plug? Do you want to be tied up? Like, this is not on Law Depot. Let's
No.
just call it like that.
It's not on law.
It's not there.
And probably ChatGPT will not write this contract either.
Probably neither. So, as Max was saying, I mean, if you break your BDSM contract, the other person could, I guess, in a way, maybe bring you to court, try to sue you or do something like that. But there's no nothing. Like, it's not like if I go to my bank after being divorced, like, and then you have a joint account, then there's some stuff you're gonna need to do. Like that,
Yeah.
that is for real. You're gonna have to do all these things.
Some person feels like prenup are deal breaker.
Oh yeah.
I think I understand that, but I think this is art, on the first date. Did I?
No, I think it's me. Yeah, because my computer's plugged in.
Hey, how you doing? What's your thought about prenup? It's hard to talk about those things.
I think so big celebrities have prenups like Taylor Swift and things like that because they are their brands. So that is very different. It's not only about money, it's about brand.
Remember Sylvain when he got divorced?
Yeah.
I asked him, you're going to get divorced. What about your stuff? He says, like, I got good prenup.
Yeah, but he was born like millionaire, and then he kept being millionaire throughout his marriage, and then when they divorced, he had
It
prenup.
cost him $3 million.
Yeah, that was like the deal, right? It was like if we divorce, you get $3 million, and that's
That's
it. So I think like if you're rich, that's definitely a thing because you don't have just your money, you have your family's money, you have like an estate, right? It's more than just you. It's like your legacy, it's your name, and all these things. So if I was born in a rich family, which in my book you can read I am not, maybe I would have a completely different perspective over this, but I wasn't. I didn't have like, my parents barely helped me to pay for school. So there's no like, there's no like wealth there. There's no like keeping this wealth and trying to like build something on top of your name and stuff like that. Like I'm building my name right now so, with you, Master.
Yes.
And so we don't have prenups
We don't have
because
prenups.
you build this with me. We build this together. All we have, we build it together.
So it was from scratch, and now if something happened, we got like the marriage thing.
Yeah, so we decided, and that leads to this. We decided that our BDSM wedding was amazing, and our master sub relationship was amazing, and I
Yes.
got my collar. But in the eyes of the law, that was nothing. So we did get married.
Yeah.
Ta 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 ta
Ta,
ta
ta,
ta
ta,
ta.
ta.
So stay right there for everything about our wedding.
Once upon a time, there was this submissive woman who found her voice when she discovered that her shadow could speak.
Let's break down the book, chapter by chapter, scene by scene.
You are listening to the Happy Submissive podcast.
God, do I make cool jingle?
Yeah, you do. This is awesome. We love doing this. Okay, so this is
Is it my question? No.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, it's your questions.
my
It's your
question now?
questions.
It's,
Yeah.
it's that time.
we're gonna talk about what's in the book, but also the book is a memoir about my life and most importantly, Master and I's life together for the past 11 years. That's the bigger part of the book. So, Master, you got questions for me?
Okay. The 5 color. Walk through each one and what they represented. Do you remember?
Yes.
Do you
Okay.
need to check your book?
No, I'm
Okay,
good,
cool.
Master. Okay, so had many colors over the years because, well, the first color was like the first real, I guess like bonding moment between the two of us. it was the first night we were together. You put the leather collar on me. For those who are like more into BDSM, you will understand that that's like a play collar, so it's a leather collar. There's also a leash. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, on that first night.
You didn't run away.
No, I did not. I really enjoyed
I'm
that.
still surprised. You're still here.
Yes, and so you collared me.
Yeah.
On that first
On that
night.
first night.
Yeah, and then so the next morning. Well, it wasn't really the next morning because I went back to my place, and so you removed it, and I was like, oh, I was like thinking about it a lot. Then we started seeing each other and all that, and so that play collar kind of changed my life in that way, and I think it was an epiphany for the both of us because. So we would wear it. You would put it on me, like when I was at your place and all these things. And at one point, Master was gone, like grocery shopping or doing some type of errand. It's like maybe it was for business. And I was at home, like at your place in Westmount, and I just felt like an emptiness. Like in that way, so I was like, okay, I'll just get naked while I do the dishes, so that when you come back, I'll be naked. I was
remember that
like,
day.
this is super cool.
Yeah, it was a cool. Oh, what the hell?
And then I was like, well, I feel kind of really naked now that I'm naked, but like not in a good way. So I went and got the collar and I put it on.
I remember.
And then you came back home, and I was just like doing the dishes naked with the collar, the leather collar on.
That was odd.
And yeah, that was like, okay, this is what we're into. You
Where's
and
the
I.
contract? Well, I need the contract now.
So that was the first collar, which lasted a few years, a year, 2 years. It was just like on and off because it was a play collar. I couldn't shower with it. My hair would get stuck in it.
Yeah.
And it was very thick. It was leathery. If you go on Piper Blush on the internet, you can definitely find pictures of me in the collar, even some videos. We shot a few things with it. But then you were like, okay, when you deserve it, you'll get a real collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's gonna be our wedding collar. That's gonna be like locked 24/7. You will not be able to take it off, and that'd be like real. But you need to deserve it. So he started training me in business, in like personal growth, in all of these things. You just train me.
Yeah.
And after a year and a half, 2 years, I finally got the eternity collar. Yeah, my first collar. It was stainless steel, the very first one, because Master said, I will upgrade you.
Yeah.
Every time you actually do something.
When I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you surprise me, oh shit, she needs another collar. My bank account is empty.
So that was like our relationship. So first one was stainless steel collar. Then I had after we started YouTube, I talked to my parents and all these things. Got the gold collar. So that was just like my first upgrade, but like the second collar was the gold, all gold. Then we moved to Vancouver. And I got the stack, so I had the gold and
that looked nice. That looked nice.
Yeah, and titanium. Those ones were stacked. It was nice. The two colors, that was beautiful. A lot of people liked it too, and because my fans, like I was doing Piper Blush, like we were doing Piper Blush still a lot back in those days. So people noticed, and then also after that one got the black and gold. So the one I have right now is similar. So black and gold lasted so far the longest. The black and gold was after the pandemic, after like I discovered everything that happened to me, like really dark times. Like my friend Pascal, like killed herself. Yeah, died by her own hand. So that's dark, really dark. So black and gold kind of made a lot of sense. We were making music too back then. We started like a band and we were making music. So it was very different times, very dark times in that way. And well, after that, we got married. Like that was a legit marriage.
A real one.
Yeah.
A real one.
And so we made our wedding bands that we made ourselves, and the D&O ring we made out of the same gold. So we had it made like these 3 pieces together, and on our wedding day we exchanged bands, and the D&O ring went on my collar.
Yeah,
It
and
was-
the women that get us married didn't understand.
No, she did.
I didn't understand either. It was like natural. We do this.
Yeah, we're just like, we're doing this, we're doing it. So we're putting the Dio ring on there. But she thought like, well, is it gold? Like she didn't understand why we were doing that. I think she had no.
Yeah, I remember she was, what is it? And I says like, it's gold.
Yeah, you said
So
it's
in
gold.
my head was, it's gold, it's fine. But she didn't understand.
It's the same as our wedding band, so it's fine. It's gold. So that was like, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 5. Well, the fifth is like the upgrade, I guess, in that way. So there's stainless steel, there's titanium, and then, oh yeah, there's titanium. Sorry, yeah, titanium. And then there's there's gold. Gold, yeah, okay. Stainless steel, gold, then titanium, stack, and then black. And then black with the O-ring that is gold.
And what is this?
Oh,
What
the
is
pocket
this?
doll.
The pocket dolls, because we get married on.
On January 10th, which is Voodoo Day.
We choose that just for the Voodoo Day because we had a band called the Pocket Dolls.
Yes, and it was like little voodoo dolls like that. There's like my hair in it. We had like a whole thing. Yeah, that was a big thing, but it wasn't very much on YouTube or in like Piper Blush's realm because we did that like separate from that. So some of you, those who know, you've heard the song.
Yeah.
but for the other ones, that was what we were doing like during the pandemic and, and all these time.
We had a band.
We had a band.
Giselle's got a band.
Giselle's got a band too. I mean, the Giselles. It's like a lot of stuff in our environment has got bands. So it's all in the book for sure. It's all in why submissive women are happier. Like we go over. I mean, I go over all of how I felt and these color upgrades in that way, and our wedding too. Yeah. Do you have any more questions for me, Master?
I think no, that's it.
That's it. Any more questions from the fans of the podcast?
Sometimes you need to pay if you broke a contract, and sometimes keep the contract is more expensive. True. Sometimes you need to break the contract because keeping the contract is more expensive.
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, so that definitely depends on the person and the contract.
And then Morningstar said again, all relationship are a transaction at the end, and contract or no, there's our point needs to be covered if you follow the contract or no.
This makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, leave us your questions if you're here live. If you are not here live, do not worry. You can be here live from Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. on YouTube. Just search for the Happy Submissive podcast, or else we'll go on happysubmissive.com and leave all of your questions over there.
Why submissive women are happier? Is it the lie or the laughter? Hold your tongue and hold your breath. Is it life or just a softer day?
That was so French.
That was really fun.
Master and I do speak French together. For those of you who did not understand the accent, it is not Swedish. It is
No, we're
francophone.
not Swedish.
And it is from Quebec.
Oh, I feel like going to IKEA right now.
Oh yeah, you want Swedish meatballs?
Okay, what's next?
Okay, so we talked about BDSM contracts. We talked about AIs going into contracts and taking all of these like lawful decisions for us or helping us to draft these contracts, this email of these things. We talked about real contracts like wedding contracts, which are in the eyes of the law still seen as, I mean, the holy grail of contract. If you want to have a partnership, it's really like get married. That's the biggest contract ever in partnerships. There is still these things where in Canada your common law, and now if you have like a kid, sometimes it becomes sort of kind of like a marriage in that way. When you have a kid at charge in Quebec, it's like that.
I think in Quebec they make special law.
When you have a child together. So it's not like that in every province. I mean, every province is a bit different, but quite frankly, like if you're getting into a relationship with someone, you should just know a little bit about these things. And I think that it's a really good idea to get talking with AI and with contracts.
I think the
just for the
advantage
sake of it.
being in a BDSM relationship, if the other person knows BDSM, of course, and you talk about contracts, she's gonna agree.
Yes.
She's gonna want it to look at it, and I think it's a really good icebreaker
It
for
is.
for an intimate relationship.
Yeah, a lot of people in these let's say marginal communities. I mean, BDSM, swingers, like E&M, all these people. There's a lot of communication that goes on, especially if you go to sex club and stuff like that. So I think those people are just kind of used to talking
Yes.
about sex and about things related to that. But I think we need a lot more of that in just every relationship, not just those like hardcore extreme ones. But it's good to talk about what you want and what you need. And a wedding, marriage in the eyes of like the Catholics would be like, oh, you owe her and him sex like every day. You know,
yeah,
your
that-
dutiful
Yeah,
wife
women-
that has
yeah.
to have sex with the guy.
Yeah, it was a thing.
Yeah, it was.
The church
Sex
used
was
to
in
say
there
that.
because you
Yeah.
had to have
You need-
babies.
yeah.
So see,
The duty.
The
Did you-
duty. Yeah,
did
the
you do the
duty.
duty yesterday? I did 2 duty.
yes, father.
Yes, Father.
So it was already in there, right? But now we need to reappropriate it to a non-religious, like a non-religious consciousness for everybody out there. So that being said, I think that everything with AI and everything with contracts, whether it's wedding or prenup or everything like that, it's just we have this tool now that allows us to explore these laws,
The law depot.
law depot, explore these laws, but also not necessarily to go to the law right away, but just to bring it to the table, to
Yes.
have a conversation with a piece of paper or with an AI who kind of acts as a third person, as a mediator.
And if you go to happysubmissive.com and you ask Lily, I'm
Yes.
curious what she's gonna answer about the contract. I'm gonna do it. People should do it.
Yeah, and go put your answer on the
Yeah.
feed in the
Yeah.
circle. That's where everybody exchanges messages. It's open space. And Lily is our uncensored AI, which you can go prompt right now
For free.
for free on happysubmissive.com. We'll see you there. Until next time, make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell, join the podcast wherever you listen to the podcast to be notified whenever we have a new episode out. I'm Marian, and I was here with my master.
Yes.
We'll see you in the next one.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong?